Japan's imperial line is the oldest in the world, at least that's what tradition says. Its first emperor, Jimmu, became ruler in 660 BCE, according to the 8th century Kojiki and Nihon Shoki, which are Japan's oldest history books. These texts state that Jimmu was the 15th in a line of emperors that all trace their ancestry back to the sun goddess Amaterasu. After her son, Ninigi, gave up his heavenly throne, Ninigi's grandson, Jimmu, became the first emperor of Japan. Now, this is where things get kind of weird. According to the text, Jimmu's reign lasted for 48 years, and he's credited with uniting the various tribes in the region of Yamato. But there's absolutely zero evidence that any of this actually happened. No contemporary records, no archaeological finds, nothing. And that's not surprising given that the oldest of these texts, the Kojiki, was written over 1,000 years after Jimmu supposedly became emperor. So if he's not a historical figure, why is he important? Well, because whether Jimmu was a real person or just a symbol didn't matter. What mattered was that the people who wrote down his story believed that he was the ancestor of Japan's imperial house, and therefore the rulers of Japan were divinely appointed by the gods. This gave the emperor's court, also known as the chrysanthemum throne, a tremendous amount of legitimacy. In fact, you can still hear echoes of this divine right to rule in modern Japan. The current emperor's personal seal includes the phrase, "all under the heavens mandate." This is a direct reference to the belief that the emperor's ancestors were chosen by heaven to rule Japan. Now back to our first emperor. Historians believe that the stories about Jimmu were based on an actual person or a group of people who came to dominate the Yamato region. But whatever the case, that person or those people became the legendary Emperor Jimmu. And to further cement his place in history, a burial mound was constructed for him in the shape of a keyhole. It's located in Nara and is officially designated as Jimmu's burial place. However, it has never been excavated and no one knows what, if anything, is inside. Some believe it may contain clues to the true origins of Japanese royalty. Others say it's nothing more than a large, well-built tomb of a local chieftain who lived around the same time as the historical Jimmu. In the end, we may never know who, what, or even where Jimmu really was. But that doesn't diminish his importance to Japanese history. He may be a figure of myth and legend, but that didn't stop the Japanese people from creating a dynasty that still exists today. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe so you never miss an episode.